Hello, welcome to Miniature Realms. My name's Stuart. Recently, when I was up at the Warlord Games Open day, Warlord very kindly gave me a copy of Block War, just to expand upon the starter set I'd already picked up and the copy of Dredd and things that I bought. And I said I'd get back and do a little bit more content on this. And I thought it'd be fun to explore what's in the box and what it does.
Now, I'm a huge fan of the 2012 movie Dredd, as I'm sure a lot of people watching this are. It seems to be pretty popular. I don't really know anyone that doesn't like it. Saying that, I'm not really in the sort of detailed groups and forums for Dredd comics, and I'm sure there are people there who don't like the way that it's depicted. But I'm a big fan of it, and while it's not a film about a block war on its own, I can see some potential uses of this set of expanded rules for maybe recreating some of these scenes in this film, or the themes and things. It definitely inspires me to give me some ideas of how. But let's have a look at what you get in the box and what the game's all about. A Block War retails at £25, a full recommended retail price from Warlord Games. Obviously, you might be able to get it discounted from your local friendly game store. And it's a small box with some card components, miniatures, a pad, and an expanded rulebook inside. So it's an expansion to the standard Dredd miniatures game by Warlord Games. And the main premise is that players can create their own unique blocks, unique characteristics, and then battle them against each other, or to start a campaign and play a campaign through with these blocks that they've designed themselves. You can play as citizens, you can play as city dev, and the campaign's designed to sort of take you on that journey. The box itself contains an 80-page A5 rulebook, Block War card deck. You've got a block datasheet pad, some armory cards, and then 2 exclusive Warlord resin miniatures. As you can see here, this is the new Warlord resin, and the miniatures are pretty crisp. I can't see any major issues here. They file a little bit better now, being the new formulation, and I can tell you that I cleaned these up, no issues at all. And at the end of the video, I will show you the painted versions of them. The cards themselves are pretty good quality, the artwork is lovely, and you've got your Block War card deck, which is 15, and you've got Fire Department, Future Shock, All Hands, Riot Foam, Electro Cordons, H-Wagon, Ride Squad, a couple of Street Judges, Mob Frenzy, and Mob Reinforcements, and then some armory cards as well, so Riot Foam Cutters, Sucker Gun, and Plascrete Virus. The pad takes me back to games of old we used to get from Games Workshops and things, when you would write your character sheets, and I guess there's almost a mini RPG element to this. So this is where you write down and put all the details of the block that you generate for your campaign. And then, like with any Warlord Games publications, really, the quality of the book itself is very high quality, with full colour, 80 pages, beautiful artwork throughout, very nicely laid out, and very, very easy to read. So it's split into sections. So you've got a war in your block, which gives you all of the sort of background, rules for building your block, an armory, block warriors, so you've got the new stat lines and profiles there, and a Block War campaign section, the new denizens of Mega City 1, which gives you some expanded profiles. So as we briefly flick through the book, you've got that lovely scene setting or background story arc there at the beginning of the book, and then you move on to rules for building your block itself, and that's what you would enter on those lovely pads that come in the packet. And then you move on to the armory. So there's some new weapons and things, and experienced players of the game will probably recognise these as newer things. And then when you move on to Block Warriors, so there's new profiles for troops and things to be used in the game, different characters. Look at that Pat Wagon, very, very cool. Lots of cool, interesting new profiles and models there for the game. Then you have the Block War campaign itself, which takes you through a number of set scenarios with really, really nice, clear maps, so you can enjoy that kind of almost narrative element to playing the game and pitting your blocks against each other, before finally moving on to the new denizens of Mega City 1. So there's a few profiles there. I think some of these miniatures have been released before this book, and the rules may have been elsewhere, but they're handily put in this expansion. The miniatures are really, really fun to paint, very characterful, and it's very nice to kind of put some bright colours on some miniatures, which I'm not always able to do so. And I use the same method as I do for a lot of my painting tutorials, so if you are an existing subscriber or regular viewer, you'll know the method I use. I Zenithal prime beforehand, and I base layer with a lot of contrast, speed paint or express colour, and then go on to highlight and paint more traditionally on top of those afterwards. I think the effect's really, really nice on these miniatures. Because of all individual characters, it was lots of fun to do so. I'm really tempted to pick up a box of the citizens now. I really enjoyed painting these, and I think those, along with the gang that I have in the starter set and the couple of judges, and I've got Dredd, and I'll probably buy Anderson as well, and I might be able to kind of use these expanded rules to help me recreate maybe a scene or two from the film Dredd from 2012, which would be really, really cool and fun to do. If anyone's done that, please do reply in the comments. I'm obviously extremely new to the game, and I'm sure that a lot of people who are watching this may well be well into the game and played lots of games of it already, and it might tell me that you can just do that with the regular rules. But it's definitely inspired me to do that, and that's the main thing. All in all, I think it's a really, really nice little expansion. It definitely changes the way that the game is played, from what I can tell from the standard sort of format of the game, and allows you to sort of have more miniatures maybe on the table than you would have done normally. But all in all, it's pretty cool. I love anything Judge Dredd anyway, and I'm looking forward to painting more of these miniatures and hopefully getting a game or two in the future. So I know I've promised a Dredd tutorial. It is absolutely still planned. This set probably bumped it down the list a little bit because I wanted to kind of go through it and cover it and make a short video on it. So thank you again, Kieran and the guys at Warlord Games for giving me this when I was up at the Warlord Open Day. Very, very cool little thing, and yeah, I'm looking forward to adding more to it. But thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you soon.